Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Delissime, and I am so excited to walk you guys through how I created this blooming gel nail art for my favorite client, Tiana. So if you're interested, continue watching the video. I always start by taking the back end of the nipper and taking off all of the jewels on all of the fingers. Underneath, I have my dust extractor. I'm just carefully removing all of the pieces. I'm grabbing a carbide bit that's got a little bit more of a grit so that I can take off all of the polish. Again, doing one hand at a time so that we can be efficient. So you can see I'm going to just go ahead and take off all of this polish, all this glue residue, making sure that if she wants the length shorter that I get that addressed as well. Time to fill. I have the light pink Kiara Sky acrylic powder, which I am going to be using for the fill. And of course, I went in with the pH bond as well as a Pro Bond by Gelish. I swear by that for prep. It is absolutely amazing for making your nails last. We are now ready to put on our base coat. So I'm just getting close, very close to the cuticle, but not close enough to touch the actual skin. So I'm gonna go through and do a nice even coat on all of the fingers and cure for 30 seconds. Normally the cure time can vary, so just make sure you're reading the manufacturer instructions when it comes to curing, because you don't want to do too much and you definitely don't want to do too little. As I finish up the last few fingers, my client and I are figuring out how we want to lay down the blooming gel. We have a few inspo photos, so normally we just grab a few ideas from there and then I kind of make it my own, just kind of depending on, what she's thinking. So we're just still working on that base layer, and then on the next screen here, I use the Model 1's blooming gel. When you're working with blooming gel, you definitely need to work very quickly. I would have to say my biggest tip when it comes to the blooming gel is to not add a thick layer, because what happens is you will start to lay down your design and there's so much builder gel on top of it, it starts to fall from the side. So normally, if you are working too slow, you need to most likely do one finger at a time. We decided to do a green and white. You can see that I've got a small thin brush to be able to kind of lay that gel polish where I want it. And then you can see that I'm cleaning up on the sides because I definitely don't want any buildup, because that's going to make the nail look very uneven. And so you can see I'm going to be doing this a couple of times just to ensure that the nail keeps its shape, because we just spent all that time filing. So we, got to keep it, correct. Now that we are happy with the design, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to work just a little bit faster. I'm gonna do the ring finger as well as the middle finger at the same time. So again, applying a very thin, even layer across the nail, because you want to be able to make sure that wherever you're laying that gel polish, that it's gonna bloom. When I first started using gel polish, I noticed that I wasn't evenly spreading out the blooming gel, so the polish would stop, whereas the rest of the polish would be flowing over the nail. So you can see that I'm trying to be very diligent and getting a nice even layer so that we can go in with our cute gel polish. So I'll let you go ahead and watch. If you are looking to create very simple but beautiful designs, I definitely recommend blooming gel. I do have to say the first couple of times were very interesting because you want to make sure that you select a color that is going to be not opaque. I hope that's the right one. Yeah. Because if it is like say translucent or if it's clear, it won't necessarily pop as much as you would like. We originally started with an orange color, but we had the issue where it wasn't showing up on the nail. So we did a last minute switch up. I'm glad that we did because you can see how beautiful the green and the white mixture is. You can see on that ring finger that it's starting to bloom. Let me know in the comments if you are a nail tech or if you are someone that likes to do their own nails, if you have ever experienced blooming gel. I am curious because like I had just mentioned, the first couple times it was rough. It was rough, but it's not like it's, too insane to have to get used to, but I think just knowing the right consistency and the workflow that you need to follow, because you can see I'll lay down a piece, clean up the sides. I don't know if I go in with more or if that's how we leave that nail, but just working very diligently. You can see on the other fingers that they look so cool. They look, I don't know, like waves or tie-dye or what have you, but the blooming gel is doing what it needs to do. Before I go in and lay down the top coat, I normally grab a nice alcohol wipe and wipe down the cuticle area as well as the nail, just to ensure that there is no dust lingering around, because as I cure that top coat, it's a no wipe top coat, which is really nice. So you don't have to wipe off the inhibition layer after you're done curing it. So I've got them all nice and clean. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I believe I also use a Kiara Sky top coat. Honestly, my teacher was kind of like dogging on Kiara Sky, but I'm gonna tell you right now from my own experience, it's great. It's great. I mean, the top coat is so dang shiny. And the fact that it's a no wipe makes it even better, because once you lay down the top coat, you're done. So I'm just going through. I only did one top coat. I was trying to convince my client to put jewels on. So we went back and forth for 20 minutes, wondering if we were going to put jewels on it, but we ended up leaving it the way that it is because she was so in love with it. Her last birthday set was a little wild. We did go all in. So I am, just absolutely in love. So we're gonna finish up the top coat. I think I totally forgot to record me putting cuticle oil, but I think if you use your imagination, you can envision what that looks like. Okay, so that'll do it for our nail check, my loves. If you learned something new about blooming gel nail art, please sound off in the comments. If you are normally one that gets your nails done or is the one doing the nails, let me know what your experience is. I'm gonna go ahead and leave my social media links down in the comments below. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content, and we will have to see you for the next time.